Awaken, FazeR here, bringing you the first gameplay episode of my Search and Destroy strategy series that I'm going to be doing. We're going to jump straight into the gameplay here. So underground, as you can see, I'm going to start by rushing B. Now, the point where you make enemy contact on this level is just through this doorway if you rush this way. So as you can see, I'm not sprinting through there. I'm just going to explain to you basically how I rush. You can see here I'm stationary, I'm not moving. What I do is what I think is the best way for rushing as well, in my opinion, is you need to like rush and get to a point where enemies are going to be coming, and you just need to wait, like hold it off for like 5, 10, maybe 15 seconds. And if no enemies come, then like advance your position a bit and wait again, and then like advance your position a bit and wait again. And the reason for that is like people seem to think like, you know, if you rush, you need to be in their spawn and like 3 laps around the map every round, and that's not right. You know, rushing is about, you know, getting somewhere quickly, but it's not necessarily about getting in the enemy spawn or anything like that as quickly as possible. So if you watch this round, I do the same thing again here. I try not to really sprint through the doorway because this is where enemies are going to come. No enemies come up the stairway, so I come over here. One guy comes through the doorway, get him. The people I'm playing aren't really that rushy. They do like camp off quite a lot, but this is the reason to bring the rocket as well. I had some gunfire over to my left, so I took a stab with the rocket and I got the kill. Now, what you might notice is, like, I am just running around a bit like a headless chicken, and that's because I've rushed. I don't know how I didn't see that guy, by the way. If anyone just noticed that guy to my left, I don't know how I didn't see him. That was, like, retardedly bad. But, anyway, I rush up to a certain point. If no enemies come, I advance further. If no enemies come, I advance further, until he gets to the point that, you know, if no one's on my rush, then, you know, people by that point have already spread around the map. So all I do is sort of work my way from the enemy spawn around the other way that I didn't rush. So ultimately, ideally, I'm going to be behind them. And also, you know, I've been that way twice now, and only one person's rushed. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change my route. I'm going to go down this way instead to the left. And as you can see, this is probably the point of enemy contact, so I'm just going to hold off for a minute here. Again, I'm going to drop down, I'm going to throw a grenade. I'm waiting for enemies. I'm not going to lay here the whole round. You don't want to lay in the same place too long. No one comes, so I make a little run forward through the train just to check out the enemy spawn a little. I see one guy up to the top there. At first, I'm not really sure if it's a guy. I nearly don't shoot him, but then I see him move just so I get to aim away. So I get the kill there. Get another kill in a second, and then I do get really lucky with a third kill. An enemy is chasing my teammate to try and stab him, and I've just like laid down a second before that, and he didn't see me, so I sprayed him. That's quite funny, but yeah, this is a 19-4 gameplay. 19 kills, 4 deaths. My team do lose the game 4-3, but you know, not much can be done about that by me. I think 19-4. I definitely done my part on you know, taking out enemies. But yeah, so I think ideally the best way to rush. This is just in my opinion. You know, if you're running all the way across the map and the way you play is good, then you're probably not watching this video anyway. But for those of you who, you know, you want to start rushing because it is a lot more effective to get the kills and stuff like that, I think you need to be experienced before you even try this method anyway. You need to know the points on each map where you're going to come into contact with other rushers, because that's probably your apart from campers, your biggest enemy probably, and your most likely cause of death is going to be other rushers. So you need to know the point on the map that you're going to meet the other rushers, so that you can be ready and, you know, maybe stationary and behind cover, not camping, but, you know, behind cover so that you can take them out. And I you know, mainly stay alive. A guy just did fire at me there, so what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to flank right round the back to B in hope that he'll still think I'm at A, but he does come up here, and I get the drop shot off, and, you know, I win the round. But that's quite lucky really, because I had you know, I thought to myself, I'm going to go right round the back and go to B and try and get the bomb planted, and he obviously thought the same thing. Like he was hoping me to be camping, waiting for him to come the other way. He was going to come behind me, so that was a 50-50 really, and I got the drop shot off, managed to get the kill, which is good. This round you're going to see me sort of be a bit campy, purely because I've got the helicopter, and for those of you who don't know, on hardcore search, or I think on normal search as well, I'm not too sure, if you call in like a chopper or a paveler or something like that, and you die, the chopper leaves the map. So I'm trying to just wait and stay alive, just, you know, for my chopper to do some work, and then, you know, when most of the people have been taken out, I'll go off on my little spree. I did hear the chopper fire when there was only one guy left on the enemy team. I did hear the chopper fire, which, you know, basically says to me this guy doesn't have blind eye, because otherwise the chopper wouldn't fire at all. So what I'm doing now is I'm going and looking through all the places with, like, say rooftops, really. Mainly through the buildings, because, you know, if this guy hasn't got blind eye, he's the last guy, there's a chopper out there, a few players, he's probably going to be camping in a building. So I'm going around here looking for him now. This is quite a boring round, really. I don't actually get any kills. I do get killed by the camper. In a minute I go round into the building just by B, and he is waiting there, so I do die there, but, you know, I've had a couple of kills from the chopper, so it's still not a bad round. But yeah, if you haven't seen the class video that I made, it's probably best that you go and watch that before you watch this, because the class video that I made is the class I'm using now, which I think is the best class for Search and Destroy. So I'm gonna do this round again. This time I'm gonna come up the stairs, and I see a guy here, so I turn around and shoot him, and I go to throw a grenade through the window behind me, and a guy shoots me while I'm cooking my grenade, which, you know, can't really be helped. So that's quite a short round. So this time I'm going to change it up again, because, you know, if two people came there that round, the chance of me taking out two people when I'm not sure where they're coming from is a bit, you know, I want to stay alive. I don't want to run somewhere where I think, yeah, I could probably die. So I go to kill this guy. Bad reactions from me, really, but I get the grenade off, and I do manage to avoid his bullets. This is another example of why you bring the rocket. A lot of people don't like the rockets, but, you know, there's a teammate just died, fire a rocket down the corridor, that's got me the kill and kept me alive, you know. So, you know, if you get a kill like that, where you think if you pop out you might die, the rocket's getting you a kill and saving you a death. So, you know, it's really handy to have if, you know, you don't know whether you could stay alive if there's a guy camping around the corner. Just fire a rocket. I've got another rocket kill coming up in the last round. We don't switch sides on the 7th round, we do stay defending again. And this round I changed my route again. But what you'll always notice when you're watching this, hopefully, I mean, I might have not done it every time, but usually this is around the point you're coming to enemy contact, so I've stopped sprinting. I sprint in a little bit just for some speed, and I'm not sprinting at this point, waiting for somebody to come. I checked behind me because I did quite a slow rush, someone might have come past me, and they did. Throw the grenade just for, you know, just in case there's anyone in there. Bomb's just been planted at A, so I'm going to start waking my way around there now. I'm just going to take a second now to say, you know, if you can click the like button, that'd be really great, because that would really help me out. It doesn't take much from you guys. And again, another rocket kill, really handy to have. And also, if you do find this series helpful, you know, subscribe to my channel, because there's going to be plenty more episodes coming. You know, I'm trying to help you guys out as well, and, you know, if I'm helping you guys out, it doesn't take much to press the like button and help me out as well. So there's about four of us left now. There's only one enemy, so I'm looking around, being a bit cautious, and I know there's a teammate. I checked my map, I know there's a teammate coming just from over there, so I thought if there's a guy there, he might get him. I go to defuse the bomb. I couldn't put it down quick enough to kill the guy, and we didn't have enough time for this guy to even try and defuse. So that's a 19 for 4 gameplay there. You know, I hope it helped you guys out. If you know, give me some comments. You know, my commentary's probably not the best. I'm not the best commentator. I don't really like doing commentaries, but I'm doing it because it needs to be done really on a strategy video and stuff like that. So, you know, just post your thoughts, give me some feedback, put your comments down below in the comment section. And yeah, like I said, if the video helped you out, just post a like. It's, you know, it doesn't take, you know, it takes less than a second from you guys to click the button, and it really helps me out as well. It helps my videos get noticed, because I do think I've got some of the better Search and Destroy gameplay on YouTube from what I've seen. So yeah, if you guys like the video, stay tuned, and there'll be another one coming up shortly. So thanks for that, guys.